Alright, so I'm actually completely late with this video. Super late. The events happened like 2 to 3 months ago, and I'm only starting to talk about them now, so. Honestly, I'm so late, a lot of these figures I'm going to be talking about have already gone up for pre-order, so yeah, today's video, we're just going to be going over some figures that are currently in the works, and if I'm going to be pre-ordering them or not. So sit back, relax, we're going to be talking about events Wonderful Festival Shanghai 2021 and then Wonderful Hobby 33. Okay, so let's start off with Wonderful Festival Shanghai 2021. It wasn't an event that I was specifically excited for just because it was mainly going to be consisting of Chinese manufacturers, and I don't typically buy a lot from Chinese manufacturers, so I was just like, it's whatever. So the only company that I knew that was going to be there for sure was Good Small Art Shanghai. Unfortunately, they didn't actually announce anything that I was interested in, right? So a couple of their announcements were like Lucia Crimson from Punishing Grey Raven. The figure is pretty cool. I like the character design. She's standing on some nice rubble there on the floor. So then you got this figure. I don't know who this character is, but the sculpt looks nice and the figure base is pretty cool. Then you got this one. I love the design and the base for this one as well. I think this is a V-Singer, at least from what the translation on Google Translate told me, but I have no idea who this is. And then the only thing I actually knew that they announced was Thorns from Arknights. Now, I'm probably not going to be ordering this just because I'm trying to cut back on buying Nendoroids. I gotta save money somehow, so Nendoroids, I'm gonna try to stop collecting those. We'll see how well that goes. The next manufacturer I did take a look at some of their stuff was Hobby Max. They have an Evangelion figure coming out of Asuka, Radio Ava. It actually looks pretty freaking cool. I like the aesthetic design, the outfit, and the way her hair is blowing in the wind. This one looks pretty sick. Now, personally, I'm not like a massive Evangelion fan, nor am I a huge fan of Asuka. I feel like she's a little bit too much on the Sun side of things rather than the Dere side of things. She looks pretty good here, I'm not going to lie. This is a pretty fantastic looking figure. If you're a huge Asuka fan, I probably would recommend keeping an eye out for that one if you can. The next one up we have is Girls Frontline AK-12 and AN-94's concert versions. These one look nice. I like the outfits, especially the skins in-game. There's just something about these figures though that make them kind of seem like garage kits. I don't know, maybe it's the skin color. Something about them just kind of seems unfinished. The next one up we have is another Girls Frontline figure of Car 98. This one looks pretty okay. I only have like this one image though, so I haven't actually gone to search out if there's actually more images of this one. But if there are, I'll post it here in the video, but there's that. Next one up, we got a figure of HK416. This one looks adorable, super cute. You even got the whole squad there on the floor by her. And then this cut completely came out of left field. We're getting an Oh My Goddess figure of Bill Dandy announced, which is crazy. Oh My Goddess, super old show. I don't know how many of you guys have actually watched that. The next one, let's take a look, is Apex. Apex Toys, Apex Innovation, I don't know what you want to call them. They are pretty much the Chinese manufacturer that I'm actually looking forward to a lot now, because I think they've probably grown to be like one of my favorites just because of their Arknights figures. I think those were amazing figures. So they announced a figure from Honkai Impact, Yai Sakura, the Dream Arraignment version. Like the outfit, the whole setup here with the hanging, I don't know if I should call this a hanging basket, but you know, this hanging seat of some sort. Yai Sakura has some pretty good figures, I'm not going to lie. I haven't started playing Honkai Impact, but it almost made me start wanting to play it. So if you like Yai Sakura, this is definitely a figure I would recommend picking up. Next one up, they're making a figure of Rimuru from that time I reincarnated as a slime. It has Ranga in the back. They're sitting on like this grassy plain with a few mushrooms laying about. And you even got the slime form in his lap there. It looks pretty cute. Personally, I think if you're going to go for a Rimuru figure, I think I would like the one by Estream a lot more, even though that is massively expensive. But this one's not bad either. Next one up, we got another Girls Frontline figure of OTS 14. Probably not going to order this one, but I do have a friend that really likes OTS 14. I like the mature dress, the legs, the way she's sitting. Just emanates that boss feel, you know. Oh, another figure with a boss feel is Ningguang. The price point for this one is around 27,000 yen. Honestly, a lot cheaper than what I was thinking this figure was going to be. I thought this figure was going to be like 30,000 plus, but having it under 30,000 yen, it's still quite expensive, but not as expensive as I was expecting. This one looks fantastic though, you know, with the props in the background, the base, and the pose, just like, oh my god, I love Ningguang. I love her aesthetic. I definitely pre-ordered this one already. In fact, this went up for pre-order on AmiAmi about like 2 weeks ago or so, I want to say. But she's still #1 on the rankings if you go on the website. At least as the time I'm recording this video. It's ridiculous. And then #2 is actually another Genshin Impact figure, which is Mona. Pretty popular character as well. If you haven't pre-ordered those figures and you like Genshin Impact, I'd recommend go checking those out and pre-ordering if you have the time to. Just look at these images. Holy crap, the photos for this thing are kick-ass. But yeah, I stopped playing Genshin Impact around the time when Klee came out. It's not because like I hated the game or anything. I just stopped playing because there weren't any story quests to do and I didn't really feel like grinding out for gear. So I'm probably going to get back into Genshin Impact considering how the Shogun's coming out real soon, or at least hopefully real soon. Next up we have here are some Data Life figures of Natsumi and Toka, Cheongsam versions. I think Kurumi might have been out for pre-order already, or maybe she's already released, I have no idea. She's painted here, so I'm assuming she's a finished figure, but I don't keep up to date with Data Life stuff. But these ones look nice. I like Cheongsams, as you guys already know, key pals, you know. And then next up they announced some Girls Frontline stuff. You got HK416 wearing like a wedding dress, which looks pretty cool. You also got one of PA15. The Google translation for this one is the Phantom Thief of Champagne version, which is quite interesting. Okay, that's pretty much it for Apex, so quite a few figures from there that I'm going to be ordering. Next up is Wings Inc. This is sort of just like stuff I'm not going to be pre-ordering, just wanted to talk about because I think they look really nice. So you got this figure that they're making, Nia Key Pal version. I think this is an original art character by Tid. TID, I don't know. But this one looks good. I like the simplicity with the base and the sort of like square aesthetic they got going on with the vase and the key pal that she's wearing. Like this one looks really good. They also announced some Azur Lane stuff, so we got one of Persis and then Jean Bart. If they add all the extra stuff for this one, like in the background, it's gonna be a very fantastic figure, I'd say. We also got some Girls Frontline stuff. So we got one of ZB26. She's looking pretty voluptuous there. And then you got one of RFB. Full damaged version. So last manufacturer at the event that I was actually surprised to see was Estream. Did not expect them to be there, but they did announce 3 figures, one of which is already out for pre-order, and it's this one, Sakurajima Mai from Bunny Girl Senpai. This one's already colored and pre-ordered up for AmiAmi. If you want to go pre-order it now, go ahead, but I do warn you the price for it is around 45,000 yen, which is quite expensive. But of course, this is Estream. We're talking about a newcomer to the figure scene, and they're pricing their stuff very, very high. I was actually having a discussion about this with a friend the other day because he wanted to pre-order this because he likes Mai, but he didn't care for the base, right? So we were having a discussion how like the figure itself would probably be worth like 17k, 15k yen, but Estream being who they are, they just decided to slap on like another 20k yen just because of the base. And the base is pretty interesting. They're going for like this diorama 3D printed look. I think that's pretty cool, but yeah, he's right. He's like one of those people that doesn't care about bases. I always kind of harp on like bases that are really plain in my videos just because I always prefer a little bit more effort when it comes to bases, but he prefers simplicity, like minimal bases, like this one for DSR50, you know? There is a certain appeal to that I never really considered. So for him, he was just like, I wish they sold the base separately and I could just buy the figure. But obviously that's not how that works. So yeah, Estream, very expensive, but for huge Mai fans, I guess go out and pick it up if you want to. Pretty interesting. They also showcased a figure for Shoko, same series. What's funny is they even included an extra faceplate on the bottom right. They're just like putting that there saying, yeah, we got an extra faceplate for this figure. Just remember that. It's not bad. And then last up, I was praying this day would never happen, but Estream is getting to Fate, and they're making a figure of the Lion King, of course, and it looks pretty fantastic. I've heard a couple of people comment on the post how it's saying it's a bit awkward. For me, I think it's perfectly fine. For anyone who's played Trails, though, is anyone getting some Orion Road vibes, right? Like the Steel Maiden, like come on, this is pretty much giving me those types of vibes, especially with the helmet. Their helmets are actually very similar. But yeah, I might pre-order this. If you can see what she's standing on with the throne and the steps here, I think that's going to be the base, and that's probably just gonna mean it's gonna be super expensive. So I don't know if I'm going to be pre-ordering this. If I do, I'm going to hope that there's no other figures that coincide in the same month, because this is going to be super expensive if otherwise. So either I might pre-order it or I'll try to get it in the aftermarket. I would love to do a video on this though. There is a chance I could send an email to have this sent out to me. Maybe they'll send it out, because they did send out their Rem figure, the crystal dress one, which is probably one of the most well-received figure videos on the channel, by the way. So maybe I could email them about this, but that reminds me though, a few months ago, I think it was back late March, they emailed me asking if I wanted to do a video on some SEO figures of Asuna and Alice. Alice? Yeah, I said sure, those look pretty nice, I'd like to do a video on them. And then I never got a reply back, so they kind of just ghosted me, so yeah, that kind of odd, but yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. This one's not bad though. I like the look. And that's pretty much it for Wonfes Shanghai. There's a couple of bonus stuff I want to talk about. I probably won't pre-order a majority of these, but I just might. So we got this original character figure being made by Solarin Toys. Art is made by Jin, if you don't know. He's a pretty popular artist. And yeah, this figure is based off of this illustration, and I can tell you right now, they pretty much captured the thickness very well. Oh my god, I actually really want to buy this figure. I might try to pick this up. I don't buy original character figures, you guys know that, but I just might have to make an exception for this. But yeah, a lot of Chinese manufacturers typically they deal with resin stuff, like resin figures, right? Like, you know how maybe you've seen like a couple of other figures being made from like shonen stuff like Naruto, and they're like really intricate with like really huge fantastic designs going around. Studios like Fairy Bean Studio here, they're taking these illustrations and they're making figures out of them, which is insane. I'm pretty sure these are made out of resin though. Union Creative's making a Misaka Mikoto figure. I don't know what it is, I just don't like this figure. They use the facial expression and the pose, I don't know, it's not for me. AC Toys is making a Type 95 figure of this like wedding dress, which looks so good. Depending on how the figure is, I might actually try to get it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Wonderful Shanghai. Not a ton of stuff. I think the highlights were definitely the stuff from Apex. But yeah, oh, and I guess Estream because of that one Fate figure. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. Next event is WonHobby 33. We got a ton of stuff, especially from Good Smile. So let's go over the Good Smile stuff first, because there's a crap ton of stuff to talk about. First figure up is Sakura Kinomoto, Always Together Pinky Promise version 1/7 scale. Now this is actually up for pre-order, I believe, on Good Smile's store at the moment. I haven't seen it on AmiAmi yet, but the price point for it is like almost close to like 50,000 yen, I think. Absolutely insane. When I first saw the price point, I was like, is Good Smile taking notes from Estream? Because this is getting a little bit ridiculous. Good Smile has always been the one manufacturer that I've thought have priced their figures really well for the quality that they produce. In fact, I'd probably say they underpriced their figures, honestly. But when I saw this figure, I was like, holy crap, they're getting their prices up. Because if you compare it to like the other two Codcaptor Sakura figures they've made, they've always been around like 20,000 yen, but this one is just a complete jump up in price. And then I saw the comparison pictures with Stars Bless You, and I completely understood the price point after that. Just look how big she is. She is ginormous. I have no idea why I put her if I got her, so yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be pre-ordering this one still, just because of the price point. I might try to get into the aftermarket again, but yeah, this one looks really good, but it's really pricey. Next one up is Okita Soji, FGO Swimsuit Assassin version. This one also is a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. It's about 20,000 yen. You can pre-order off AmiAmi at the moment, which is quite expensive. I was expecting it to be like 15,000 to like 17,000 yen, but she's 20,000, so a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. What's up with FGO and like their swimsuits being mechanized? I don't quite understand. Even the base is kind of like a gunpla base, which is very funny. Next up, we got Chocolate and Vanilla Chinese dress versions 1/7 scales. These ones look adorable. I don't really buy Nogapara figures all too much. I did buy the one with Coconut because she's my favorite cat girl from the series, but these ones look adorable. I'd want to buy Vanilla, but then I'd have to buy Chocolate as well. So, you know, I might try to get these, but we'll have to see. Next up we have is another Fate figure, Mordred, the Claret Blood Arthur version, 1/7 scale. This is eerily similar to Fat Company's Mordred figure, which was made back in like 2017, I think. I did pre-order that, but had to cancel it last minute all those years ago. But this one looks eerily similar to it, and I don't have a Mordred figure in my collection yet, so I'm definitely going to try to pick this one up because it looks fantastic. Especially if it's by Good Smile, of course. Next one up, we have Hook-size swimsuit version, her saber, and this one just looks crazy good, right? I love the katanas in the back, and just the robes and the full-out colors, the purple and blue. Oh, it looks fantastic. I love Hokusai. She's probably the only 5-star character I don't have in FGO yet that I actually want. The next one, of course, my most anticipated figure is Batman. Like, how could I forget? Just kidding. Next up, we have Xenoblade Chronicles Nia. Now, this one, not painted yet, but it looks fantastic. I love the hair, the sculpt, the outfit. Everything just looks really good about this. Now, I haven't played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I don't know. Hopefully, by the time this figure goes up for pre-order and it releases, I'll have played it, and maybe I'll love Nia enough to actually pre-order it. Because I did pre-order Mithra and Pyra, like the 3rd or 4th batch of re-releases, because Good Smile re-released that figure like 3 or 4 times, and the release dates have all spanned out accordingly. I think my batch is coming out in like 2023, which is over a year or 2 from now, which is quite insane, but hey, it gives me some time to actually finish up my backlog and then get to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So hopefully by the time those figures come out, I'll have finished the game, and I'll probably really love the characters to justify buying those figures, but we'll have to see. We got Ryza and another swimsuit figure. I think there's another one that is eerily similar to this one too, but she's bending down. But yeah, Ryza, super cute character, and also super thick. We got Raiko's swimsuit. I'm not going to be pre-ordering this one, but if you like Raiko enough, you might want to know about it. Next up, we got a 1/4 scale figure of Megumi Kato from Saikano. Best girl, by the way. Next up, we got the Nendoroids. Now, I'm probably not going to be buying a majority of these Nendoroids. I'm just talking about them because it might be interesting to you. So we got a Nendoroid of Shinobu from Demon Slayer coming out, of course. Kingdom Hearts Aqua. We got Tsukasa from Tonikawa. Pecorin from Princess Connect Redive. A2 from Nier Automata. And then we got Mastema from Arknights, which I did pre-order though. I love Mastema, so kind of had to pre-order this Nendoroid. Plus, I already got Exia, so like, how would I not get Mastema as well? We got some Hololive stuff coming in. So Akai Hato is getting a Nendoroid, and also Minato Aqua. I don't know why, but Aqua looks like a Nendoroid Petite rather than a regular Nendoroid, but then again, it could just be the photo. We're also getting a Nendoroid of Lena from 8686. I've yet to actually finish watching that show. I watched episode 1 and then I put it on hold because I was like, this is probably a show I'm going to want to marathon. And then I found out it was split core, so it's currently done right now, but I'll probably still wait. We're also getting another Miku Nendoroid. She looks absolutely adorable here. We're also getting a Nendoroid of Ruka from Rent a Girlfriend. Ruka. I mean, I admire Ruka for her dedication. I think she's a really cute girl, but her purpose in the story is she's meant to be a cockblock. And typically, I hate cockblocks in stories. So, Ruka, I don't really like her too much, but I respect her. Next one up, we got Genshin Impact Nendoroids of Lumine and Aether, and they're holding hands. Incest is Wincest. We got a Nendoroid of Yo Asakura from Shaman King. Pretty cool. Hosho Marin is getting a Nendoroid as well, along with Sakura Miko and Sora. Oh my god, Sora looks so adorable here. Fubuki is also getting an Nendoroid. I am probably going to be pre-ordering her. She's one of my favorite VTubers. We got a Nendoroid of Proto Merlin coming out. Pretty cool. Venti's getting an Nendoroid. Rushia's getting an Nendoroid. Pekro's getting a Nendoroid, which I will be pre-ordering, no doubt. Mysterious Neko X is getting an Nendoroid. We're also getting some Nendoroid dots for Rem and Ram, and Kaguya and Shika. And that's about it for the Nendoroid stuff. Alright, next up, pop-up parades. First up is Black Rock Shooter. Alright, first off, I gotta say something right now. These photos look fantastic. Honestly, the lighting and the composition and the setting just looks so good. They look like scale figures. That's how good the photos look. I might be picking this one up. And then also this one for Deadmaster too. Oh my god, she looks fantastic. Oh my god, the lighting in these photos are fantastic. Jesus. Also getting pop rates for Neko Power. We got Azuki and then Maple. Not bad. We're also getting some To Love Ru Darkness merch, which is insane. So pop-up parade of Maya. How long has it been since To Love Ru Darkness ended? I feel like it was just yesterday I was reading the monthly manga. Oh my god, it's been over for a while now, hasn't it? I feel old. Goddamn. Also missed To Love Ru Darkness. Such an adorable series for me. Tsukasa's also getting a pop-up parade. Sashomaru from Inuyasha is getting a pop-up parade. And then we also got a pop-up parade of Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. I don't know who designed this one, but like, I guess it captures his true self in a way. But like, goddamn, it looks kind of ugly. We also got one of Inosuke. Saber Alter is getting one. This one looks really I don't know what it is, but this one looks really cheap. Of course, the price point's gonna be cheap, but like she doesn't, I don't know. There's just something about this figure. I'm probably not gonna be buying this one. We got one for Lancer. Ku looks pretty okay. I might order this one. And they got Nero. She looks pretty good. Getting a pop-up parade for Union. I don't know why, but like in comparison to like the Fate ones, Union looks like leagues and above better. Also getting one for Shiro, No Given Life, not bad. Crown version. Nekopara Coconut's getting one, and then Cinnamon's getting one as well. Oh, and then another one, Yui Kotogawa. Best girl, by the way. Just letting you guys know. And then we got the pop-up parades for Hololive. Fubuki, absolutely adorable. I don't think I like the... Is that a blush? I don't think I like that part, but like everything else looks pretty good. Mio, definitely gonna be pre-ordering Mio. OKU, gonna be pre-ordering, and then Corona gonna be pre-ordering, of course. Right? Pekora getting a pop-up parade, absolutely adorable. I cannot wait for Pekora. And then Sora's getting a pop-up parade. Who else is getting a pop-up parade? Sakura's getting a pop-up parade. And that's it for the Good Smile stuff. Gonna be buying a lot from Good Smile, of course, as usual. Max Factory. They didn't really announce like a ton of stuff, but they got this figure of Blackrock Shooter in the works, which looks pretty fantastic. Probably won't pre-order that, but it looks pretty cool. Marisa from Toho. When I scale, this one looks fantastic. The absolute sculpt and the face and the hair, everything just about this one looks really cute. They're also making a Ryza figure. Her thighs looking thick as usual. My God, I think that's like something really common of all Ryza figures is the thighs look incredibly juicy. Alright, next up, they're making a Hatsune Miku figure virtual pop star version. Now, this one looks incredible. Her hair looks fantastic. I love like the ring of, what is it, piano keys, I think? Just spinning around her. It looks good. This one looks super nice. I always feel bad when I'm ordering a Miku figure because there's like a 50% chance I'm gonna end up or I shouldn't even say 50%, I should say like 80%, 90% chance of me canceling it, because there's so many nice Miku figures that I end up pre-ordering but then only end up canceling just because I either don't have enough money to pay for it or I'm trying to save money. So I might try to pick this one up because it looks so good. Next up, they're having some Figmas made. I don't really buy Figmas, as you guys know. I don't really like the joints, but they got one of Chen. They got one of Pekora, which looked pretty good with the photos, but not going to be ordering that. And then they also got one for Rider in the works, which looks good. But that's it for Max Factory. All right. Next up, let's take a look at Fat Company. Now, Fat Company, they got a few figures in the works that I did start trying to think of I'm going to be ordering. First up, they're back with No Game of Life, of course. That's kind of like one of their headline figure series, I think. They got one of Shuvi and Shiro this time with some nice playing cards flying about. And of course, the simple checkered base that they usually go with. It looks nice. I'm probably not going to be pre-ordering this one just because I feel like my No Game of Life stuff is kind of like filled out by now. I don't really have any more space if I was going to put in my detail with the other ones, so yeah, I'm not going to be pre-ordering this one, but it looks good. Next up, they got a Hokusai figure in her heroic spirit traveling outfit. They got one of Kasumi from Persona 5R. Speaking of which, I still have my other Kasumi figure still in the box. It's been like almost a year now, or practically almost a year. They got one of Scotty in the works from FGO. I don't know why, but there's just something off about this figure for me. It might be the color of purple for her hair. I feel like it's a little bit... I don't know, I feel like the shade is a little bit off. Maybe it's too saturated. I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, next they're doing a figure of Millium. Next up we got a figure of SAT-8 from Girls Frontline. This one looks super cool and super adorable. I just love her facial expression. And then DP12, also from Girls Frontline. I'm probably gonna be pre-ordering this one. I love DP12. Oh my God, she's so good. They're making some more jailbait. My God. A Noelle figure from Hololive coming up, but we also got one of VSK94 from Ghost Frontline, of course. Oh my God, have you seen her in her like dress skin? Oh my God. We got one of AK12. We also got Peckerding in her summer outfit. Not bad. Next up, let's take a look at Wing. They didn't really announce like too many cool stuff. Legitimately from Wing, I was only interested in their Unicamp stuff, so we got a figure of Chiaki. Pretty cool, and then we got one of Enna, of course, which looks adorable. She has Chikuwa in her hands. Looks super cute. And then lastly, they have one of Bomber Girl's Sepia. Not going to be ordering this one, but I just want to talk about this because Good God. So from Aniplex, we got Artoria Caster. I believe this is already up for pre-order as well. I'm gonna be trying to get this in either the aftermarket, because if I'm gonna pre-order this thing, I have to order it off of Right Stuff or Otaku mode. So probably not gonna be going full out for this one, but it looks good. She is a servant. I have NP5, so I'll try to pick it up eventually. They're doing a figure of Lena, 80s from 86, 86, and then we also got this like ugly Tomioka Gyu figure. I don't know what the heck did they do to you, man. Okay, next up we got Freeing. So Freeing is doing a 1/4 scale of Arturia, second ascension with the armor. If you're looking at this and thinking I already have this figure, you'd be kind of right. I do have a figure similar to this. It's the 1/4 that they did 2 years ago, I forget. But she doesn't have the armor on that one. She also doesn't have like the blue sash going down the middle, and the color on the paint job is slightly different along with the hair. I did pre-order this if you wanted to know. It comes out, I believe, December, I forget. But yeah, I did end up pre-ordering this one. Even though I pretty much already have the same figure, but the paint job is slightly different, and I was just like, alright, might as well buy this one. I do like her with the armor. Speaking of which, she also does have a re-release for the one without the armor. You can actually pre-order both at the same time right now. They're also doing a bunny figure of Taiga, so if you're a big fan of Toradora, definitely pick this one up, I guess. They also got one of Data Live's White Queen. I love the pose for this one, if you couldn't already tell. Very similar to their C2 bunny figure. And then last up is Intelligent Systems. They're coming out with a Marth figure from Fire Emblem. And oh my god, what the heck did they do to Marth? He looks kind of bootleggy. His face looks super derpy. I think everything else is overall pretty okay. But I don't know, the face and the skin tone just looks really derpy and does not fit well. How do you go from making a beautiful Lin figure to like this? Intelligent Systems, like, I don't understand. Makes no sense. Goddamn, I can see where they put their effort though. Lin is getting the good treatment, which I really love Lin. She's my favorite Fire Emblem character. And then I guess Marth is just getting the short end of the stick, clearly. At least in my opinion. I don't think he looks that good. Maybe you do. But Marth, my boy, they ruined you. Alright, and that is pretty much it for the figures. I actually might do another one of these videos. Maybe I'll make a tweet or something and you guys send me figures that you guys are excited for, and maybe if you want to know my thoughts, I can do a video like that. Just let me know down below. But yeah, next video, I don't know, I might be unboxing. I should probably catch up on my backlog for figures, huh? There's a lot of figures I haven't opened up yet and I probably need to make videos for. The Jalter figure I'm going to try to finish soon. She's actually still in the box. I haven't even attempted to open her up yet, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, yeah, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, because that always helps out. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that video. Special thanks to my patrons Seswat, Beast, Cat Rice, Ralku, Malhat, Tiso, Hentia, Fritz, Ren, Toxic, and YNR Ghoul. What's up with that name? And of course, thanks to all of my other patrons as well. Oh my god, this hobby's too expensive, man.